Owning a ranch comes with a lot of responsibilities. Livestock, fences, machinery. What it shouldn't come with, a woman from the neighborhood HOA showing up on your porch and telling you, "You're going to have to move. My son needs this ranch more than you do." At first, I laughed, thought it was a weird joke, but it wasn't, because 2 weeks later, I got a legal letter from her lawyer demanding I vacate the property, a ranch I've owned for 5 years. What followed was a storm of delusion, entitlement, and one of the most embarrassing courtroom collapses an HOA has ever suffered. How it all started. I live on a 25-acre ranch just outside a gated community called Maplestone Meadows. Quiet place, deer, horses, some chickens, and a lot of sunrise coffee. My land predates their HOA by decades. I've got a clear title, full zoning independence, and zero connection to their development. I'm not on their streets, I'm not under their HOA, and I don't take orders from anyone with a clipboard and a superiority complex. Enter Karen and her gifted son. One day, while I was loading hay, a woman in heels and a silk scarf marched up my driveway like she was headed for war. "Hello, I'm Margaret Faulkner, HOA president for Maplestone Meadows." I nodded politely. She didn't wait for me to speak. "I'm here to make a formal request that you vacate within 90 days. My son needs this ranch more than you do." I blinked. "Ma'am, this isn't for sale. Everything has a price unless you want to be difficult." She handed me a letter that read, "This property has been identified as a priority acquisition by the Maplestone community." At the bottom, Community Reassignment Initiative, Phase 1. They really thought they could reassign my land. Then came the legal threat. 2 weeks later, I got an envelope from a law office, same neighborhood. It said, "Our client has attempted to negotiate with you in good faith regarding vacating and transferring the property. Failure to comply may result in civil proceedings regarding misuse of community-adjacent land and obstruction of neighborhood development." Obstruction of development? I called the attorney, asked him if he was serious. He said, "We believe a compelling case can be made based on community growth interest." I said, "I'm a landowner, not a tenant, and I'm about to embarrass your firm in court if this continues." So I filed first. With the help of my real estate attorney, I filed a preemptive restraining order to block any harassment, a declaratory judgment request to officially state I am not part of their HOA, and a claim for harassment and attempted intimidation. The court hearing was set. I brought my deed, land surveys, historical zoning maps, and my neighbor's ring cam video of Karen telling her, "We're taking the ranch. He doesn't need it. My son's going to be a community leader." The courtroom implosion. Karen showed up in pearls and a power suit with her 30-year-old visionary son who wore sunglasses indoors and said he specialized in holistic saddle energy work. Their lawyer began by claiming this land was improperly detached from the HOA boundary and is essential for community wellness initiatives. My lawyer calmly replied, "This land was recorded 22 years before the HOA even existed. This case is harassment, full stop." The judge raised an eyebrow. "Are you suggesting this homeowner vacate his legally owned land because someone else wants it?" Karen stood up and shouted, "This whole area was meant for families, not single men on tractors." The judge banged the gavel. "This court will not entertain fantasy arguments. Dismissed with prejudice." The fallout. Karen was ordered to pay my legal fees. Her son's business plan was mocked online after leaked emails showed him calling the ranch his future empire. The HOA board voted to strip her of president status, and the judge included a final remark. "This land belongs to its rightful owner, not the loudest one." Where it stands now, I still live here, still feed my horses every morning, still drink coffee on the porch, and I added a new sign at the front gate that read, "Privately owned land, no HOA authority beyond this point." And under that, if your mom told you this was yours, she lied.